Well folks, welcome back to the workshop again to another power tool repair video. Today up on the bench we got ourselves a wee Milwaukee. This here is a wee Milwaukee high speed 3/8 ratchet. This is the M12 FHIR38. Customer says it ain't ratcheting. And you can see why. It's actually broke the head. So this is actually a fairly common one. But it's worth noting, this here is actually the first one I've got on where you can actually buy the parts for it. Now this is the FHIR. You also get the FHIR38. Those ones, this here part and the pin here, are already obsolete. You can't even buy them. I think there's 4 models of these here. One, the head sold as one complete piece that costs about €100. Not worth repairing. 2, the pieces like these here pieces are already obsolete and no longer sold, so you can't repair them anyway. It's only this one you can actually buy these parts individually, but it is worth actually doing. It's only $23.50 plus the VAT for this little part, and that's the part number there if you're ever looking for it. Stick it into Google and you get plenty of places selling that there. So we're going to see if we can fix this thing up. The main thing is it works no problem. You can kind of see how she does work. So the motor's running a wee gearbox here and a central spindle with an offset pin on it, and then a wee ball pin or a wee ball bearing on the top of it. So that's just spinning around, sitting into this little channel, and as it goes round it just ratchets back and forth, doing the same action as your hand with the normal ratchet, and it causes this to turn, and then you can change the direction then by flipping this over. Simple wee mechanism, but very handy, especially if you're a mechanic or somebody. Right, we're going to see if we can fix this thing up, see how easy or how difficult it is. All it should be is one wee C-clip or circlip inside of here. Hopefully this comes out, and this here should just swap out. And that's the piece we need to replace. That's the boy with the teeth on it. Right, we have to get that on here. Now the one thing you need to worth mentioning to watch out for is this little ball on here that's sitting on this pin. Make sure that's still there when you're ordering parts. If this breaks on you or any part of it breaks, just make sure that hasn't fallen out, because if that's sitting in the wrong position because of this gap, that can drop out and get lost. So there's no point in ordering this if that ball's missing. If it's missing, make sure to order the 2. It doesn't cost that much money. Right. Now pull out the battery just in case. I don't think it'll do much damage with this thing, but just in case some wee bit goes flying. Like that. Ain't much room for a C-clip now. Look at that, you can barely even get the pliers on there. It's actually really sunk in to the head. Finer ones work. This is just a wee cheaper set, the wee multi-set of circle pliers. I can never get these good ones with the wee fine teeth. These ones are a little bit finer. You can never get sets like this. These are the good Nipex ones with finer teeth, finer pins. Always have to go for these here multi ones. These ones you can take the heads off and swap them onto bigger or smaller ones, and you can flip them around back and forth, so you can go internal or external. We jack of all trades type of thing. But I only use them for the finer ones. So I've loads of these heads with bigger fittings, but very few now with the finer ones. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Pop that out. Now there will be wee balls and springs inside of this. I'm not sure which way it is. Now they're well cased on. So this just flips over. That's just your wee gear ratchet. It's just a wee sort of triangle shape with a spring either side. As you flip it over, this changes directions. So it actually catches on these here teeth only one way. So one side will catch. It'll slip and lock one direction. And the other side then will slip and lock in the other direction. So I'll leave that as one piece. So that should be just a simple swap. So that is your wee ball. Actually, it doesn't even come out all that easily. There's no bearing or anything on it, it's just a steel ball. That's the pin, that's what it's allowing to actually rotate. That's sitting inside of there. And you got your central pin as well. These here, this actual crank sometimes goes as well. That can actually just come straight out. Sometimes they can snap. This little pin here. If it breaks, you can just buy that piece separately as well. You do everything the exact same and that just pops out. So it's not too bad. It's not all that difficult to repair. Just give it a wee quick wipe down. Don't need to go too mad in this because it's still a mechanic's tool. It's going to get covered in grease and oil again, but just get the grit off. There's no wee gear system's going to drop out down here. There's two nice little needle bearings on that for it to run on too. It's actually a nice wee setup. And then that should just drop back in. That in, and then your pin or your ball. We dab a bit of grease onto there just. Put that on. That'll only come out in that location when it's dead center. If it's sitting off to one side, it's getting caught in the side here. Right, let's get it rebuilt. I'm not sure if that matters which way this goes on. I don't think it does. Actually, that has to go in together. Makes more sense actually. There we go. Just pull that out again. Instead of using a wee fine nose pliers, load it onto this first. Then put the two in together. Easier said than done. Get some grease in that to help hold it. There we go. Just make sure we're putting this back in right. Now your wee head, just be careful. Have a little washer, there's these little pins are underneath it. They're pressing down on this. So be careful you don't lose anything. There's wee small tiny pieces that can drop out. Do it over a clean workbench, because if you open this and drop in of it, it's wild hard to see them again. Especially on a dirty workshop floor. As I know rightly. Many of ours I've spent in the hands and knees looking for bits and pieces. That's all it's inside of there. On this side then, it's just your actual ratchet paws and that. So they actually spring back a little bit. That should just all drop in. Now, this is the difficult bit now. Them little pins, they're actually sitting on springs, so there's 4 or 5 little tiny springs pushing those pins up on this here plate. That's what actually bears everything down. So to get this back in again, you have to push it down fairly hard. Now, when you get it on, don't celebrate too early. Make sure that is right. See the top of it there now? See the there down? See the bottom? That's still sticking out. Make sure it is properly seated. Otherwise, whenever you run this, that's eventually going to pop out and you're going to lose everything. Then you're going to have to buy a lot more stuff. Get something like a deep M12 socket, something that's going to go over this here anvil, and just press on that there steel washer underneath. Then you're going to press this down as tight as you can. Just really squeeze that on. Squeeze it all the way onto the track, so you can guarantee that is all the way home. Just make sure it's actually changing direction. That's her. One Milwaukee Speed ratchet. That's the only model you can now buy them parts for. So just watch out for that. That's the M12 FHIR38. So that's the one you can buy the bits for. All the older ones, the head's either too expensive or you can't buy these bits. They're the bits that actually break. This here, sleeve, the wee ball, and the cam inside. They go, you need to replace them. But that's her. That's how you replace it. If you ever break that there, for less than €25, that's well worth actually replacing that. Anyway, that's it folks. That's how you fix up your Milwaukee. If you're liking the video folks, as always, make sure to drop us a wee like and a follow down below. And if you want to help out the channel, hit that notification button there as well, so you get a notification when there's a new video posted. But as always folks, thanks for watching, and I'll chat to you all next time. Cheers!